Seung Myung Kim, often called SY Kim. I've been in sales during the last 4 years and a half. And I was born in South Korea, Daegu City, but spent most of my time in Seoul, studying and working. And then also I was in New York and in Scotland, doing PhD in New York and Boston, United States. And then taught at University of Aberdeen for 8 years before coming to SEAS. I studied, you may find it interesting, French, language and literature French in Seoul National University, but I became a journalist where I specialized in diplomatic affairs. So I did MA and PhD in international history and politics. That made me a lecturer. For my PhD MA degree, I need to develop more professional knowledge about which I wanted to really specialize in. But those studies made me academic. Well, it was before democratization of South Korea, so we had a lot of demonstration in the street in face of riot police. But Korea became democracy now, so it's not like that. But also I enjoyed going to French Cultural Center to watch French films. It's free of charge on Saturdays. I'm currently preparing a book-length manuscript which is about diplomacy in Northeast Asia during the 20th century and the implication in 21st century. That is examining major turning point of diplomacy in Northeast Asia, interaction among Korea, Japan, US, Russia, and China. So the purpose is revealing and showing, demonstrating that unilateral strategic action eventually become counterproductive. Therefore, countries in the region should promote greater cooperation, moderating their strategic ambitions. I think they should have some passion, but once they like it, pursue their passion and explore following intellectual curiosity, and then devote time and energy. That's what I can tell. I think it's certainly very important because East Asia is the most dynamic economic region in the world today. See, Japan, China, and United States are actively involved in the region. Very dynamic economic zone that creates a lot of job opportunity. At the same time, politically and militarily, there are a lot of competition and cooperation going on. So it is an important dynamic region in the world. So it's worth exploring, studying, and also creates a lot of good job opportunity too. Follow your intellectual curiosity and academic passion while you are in university. I like curry and Japanese sushi. Favorite book, it's hard to tell one book, but I liked the book The Clash, which is about US-Japan relation, but it includes a lot of China and Korean issues because the scope and the style and it is broad and intellectual and stimulating. I liked fiction when I was a student, the In Search of Lost Time, the French novel written by Marcel Proust. But nowadays, unfortunately, I don't have time to read those lengthy books anymore. I came to recover my interest in Korean song after coming to SEAS. Particularly, there's a singer named Lee Moon-se who sang the very ballad-style Korean song some decades ago. But he's still popular in France these days, I found. Yeah. You may find it funny, but I like Julie Andrews' Mary Poppins and Sound of Music because they makes me very cheerful, especially in this part of England where sometimes sky becomes darker. Now I'm obsessed with more documentaries which I can find on YouTube, particularly about Korean history and modern Japanese history, where a lot of dramas are shown. It's very much available these days, so I enjoy that. I've spent quite a while in the United States and in Europe, not to mention in East Asia, Japan and Korea. I'd love to visit more China because as an international historian, there's a lot of important historical events took place over China, although it has to do with Japan and Korea. So I'd love to visit more Chinese cities. I'd like to buy a mansion in Sheffield because I stay away from my family who are still in Scotland. So I'd like to buy a good house in Sheffield.